So Yakuza is finally available on Nintendo hardware, and if you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering if it's worth it. So in today's video, I've got a few reasons why you should not only buy this game, but fully immerse yourself in the streets of Kamurocho. It's going to be a great one. Now, before we get to that, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know if you're interested in picking this up. Are you a newcomer to the series or are you a Yakuza veteran? Let me know. Anyway, let's get on to why you should play this game. Now let's start off here with the story. I'm not going to spoil everything. This is just the main story beat, which, you know, if you watch the trailer, this is pretty much what you see. At the heart of Yakuza Kiwami is its incredible narrative, which follows Kazuma Kiryu, a former Yakuza who takes the fall for a crime he didn't commit to protect his best friend. Kiryu willingly goes to prison, and after serving 10 years, Kiryu is released into a world that has drastically changed, where his former allies have turned against him, and the Tojo clan, the criminal organization he once served, is now stuck within a crazy power struggle. Now, as Kiryu follows this treacherous new reality, he becomes embroiled in a search for 10 billion yen that has mysteriously disappeared from the Tojo clan's office. His journey uncovers deep betrayals, long buried secrets, and intense rivalries within the criminal underworld. And along the way, he finds Haruka, a young girl tied to the mystery of the missing money, whose interesting connection to Kiryu's past forces him to question his place in the Yakuza and the lengths he's willing to go to protect those he loves. This game provides a story packed with emotional depth, with characters like Kiryu and his childhood friend Nishikiyama driving the plot, making it more than just a crime drama. It's a deeply personal journey about the bonds that tie people together. And this story here perfectly captures the complex relationships within the criminal underworld. Yakuza Kiwami features an incredibly satisfying combat system that blends fast-paced brawler-style action with strategic and fun fighting mechanics. Here, Kiryu can switch between a bunch of different fighting styles. We have brawler, beast, rush, and dragon style, each with its own advantages depending on the situation. And you also have heat actions, which are special cinematic-like moves that can be triggered when Kiryu fills his heat gauge. These are brutal, over-the-top finishers that are activated in specific contexts, like when Kiryu is holding a weapon, or even after dodging an attack. They deliver massive damage and are satisfying ways to wrap up fights, and with each action tailored to the surroundings or the weapon that Kiryu is using. And yeah, you can also equip items or other weapons to help yourself in battles that might be a little bit too challenging. Definitely no shame in that. Now, as you progress throughout the game, Kiryu earns experience points that can be used to upgrade his abilities across the 4 fighting styles. You can improve his stats or unlock new heat actions or enhance specific attributes for each style, allowing for a more personalized combat experience. The progression system is definitely worth checking out, as each style offers different strengths that can be used to fine-tune your preferred playstyle. And now let's not forget the best part of the combat in this entire game, and that is the cinematic boss battles, where Kiryu faces off against powerful opponents with unique fighting styles and patterns. And these bosses tend to be more aggressive and more durable than regular enemies, so definitely make sure you keep on top of your upgrades and monitor doing those heat actions. It is often some of the most amazing dramatic cutscene, multi-stage fights. It's definitely the highlight of the game for me, outside of the normal cutscenes. Now, if you didn't know, Yakuza Kiwami is a remake of the original Yakuza game that came out on PlayStation 2. Neon signs, street lights, ambient lighting is now making everything look more realistic and giving Kamurocho a more authentic and lived-in feel. As you walk through the crowded streets, you'll encounter a wide variety of NPCs going about their daily lives. Some may be getting into arguments, others offering side missions, and some may serve as potential street fight opponents. The sheer energy of the environment, packed with the signs, the shop fronts, and people, gives the city a sense of immersion that is going to pull you in and make exploration really exciting. And of course, Kamurocho's design is inspired by real-life Tokyo. This is going to give you a genuine sense of what life in a busy Japanese city might feel like. And for newcomers, this attention to detail can be fascinating and is a really great way to almost immerse yourself in a Japanese lifestyle. And unlike many sprawling open world games, Kamurocho is relatively small, but it's very densely packed with activities and a lot of other secrets to discover. You'll find, as a newcomer to the series, or maybe even a series vet, yeah, you'll definitely appreciate that you don't need to travel for miles and miles and miles to experience everything that the city has to offer. Everything from story missions to side activities is within reach, making the game accessible and less overwhelming to newcomers. Now, before we get to the next point, don't forget to subscribe if you like weekly content, whether it's JRPGs or Yakuza themed stuff. I cover this stuff quite often, and I'm a newcomer fan to the Yakuza series, so I love chatting about it whenever I can. And I'm super stoked that this game is finally on the Switch. Anyway, on to why I think you're going to love mini games and all the side quests for Yakuza Kiwami 1. The side content and minigames in Yakuza Kiwami, I mean, let alone the entire Yakuza series, pretty much gives you a break from the main story while still remaining immersed in the world of Kamurocho. These side activities not only add variety to the game, but also flesh out the game's setting, again, making it feel a lot more vibrant and lived in. One of the most notable aspects of Yakuza Kiwami is the sub-stories, which are essentially side missions that Kiryu can stumble upon while exploring the city. They are some of the craziest, quirky, humorous, and sometimes even heartfelt scenarios that are going to showcase different characters inhabiting the city. It's going to add a lot of depth to your experience and help break up some of the more serious tones of the main plot, offering a more lighter and playful side to the overall experience. In addition to these sub-stories, Yakuza Kiwami is packed with so many mini-games, it's going to give you a lot more to do in the world of Kamurocho. So whether it's gambling, bowling, pocket racing, karaoke stuff, I mean, it's just so much fun that you can do. And yeah, karaoke with its humorous, over-the-top performances has become one of the most iconic things in this series. It's very interesting. There's just so much stuff to do, and because this game is on the Switch, it makes it incredibly accessible for, if you only have 10 or 20 minutes to play and you don't want to commit to playing a story beat, go to the arcade, play something in the arcade, kill some time that way. The pick up and play model that the Switch offers is actually going to be a great way for you to approach the side content and some of the mini games. Yakuza Kiwami is a great point for starting the series for newcomers because it offers an excellent mix of engaging story, gameplay, and a welcoming introduction to the world of Yakuza. As a remake of the very first Yakuza game, it provides the perfect entry into Kazuma Kiryu's story, setting up key plot lines and characters that will be explored in future games. The narrative is gripping and very accessible, allowing you to jump in right away without needing to know anything else in the series. It also introduces a lot of the central themes of the Yakuza series: honor, loyalty, and betrayal within the criminal underworld, while also giving insight into Kiryu's character arc from the very beginning. He's one of my favorite video game characters now. This is coming from somebody who's never played a Yakuza game really until this year. I love Kiryu and his story arc. The game's compact open world setting is dense with content, yet it's very easy to navigate. You don't feel overwhelmed because everything is balanced between a structured narrative and the freedom to explore at your own pace. Again, it's not a huge map, but there's plenty to do and plenty of stuff to find if you know where to look. So in essence, Yakuza Kiwami is going to give you the best of both worlds, a faithful retelling of the original PlayStation 2 game with some modern gameplay enhancements, making it the ideal starting point for anyone interested in the series. It lays the foundation for deeper lore, recurring characters of the Yakuza series, while also delivering an incredibly engaging, accessible experience for those who are new to the franchise. And yeah, it's on the Switch, it's portable, you can play it on the go, you can dock it, and like I said, with some of those mini games, they're just going to be great to pick up and play if you're just playing for a few minutes here and there. And in terms of story, it's really not even that long of a game. If all you want to do is focus on story, it should take you between 13 to 15 hours, and it would even double or triple if you envelop yourself in the world of sub-stories and mini games and everything. There's just so much to do and so many great ways to play this game. So there you have it. That's why I think you should play this game on Nintendo Switch. It's really great that this series is finally coming to Nintendo hardware. I feel like it's a long time coming, so very happy to see this. So please go support this game. I love this series. I can't wait to see what's next. Maybe we get some more games on the Switch. It's going to be really great, very accessible, and very portable. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on the next video. Bye-bye.